Guys, you want to do another track, and then we'll talk about the album?
Yeah, you guys want to do a track called "Do Better"?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
See, this
Sorta-
song is
sorta
about how
notable.
we all do, oh, we all do. We all do better when we all do better. Can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that.
Check the raison d'etre is to make songs better and take on the effort of doing the utmost. Cause way too many humans are cutthroat. There's so much going on, they doing just so they can get it in and get over on the next man. I'm here to elevate and navigate like a sextant. So we're cruising through the weather. Anything you can do, my crew can do it better. Make songs for you to groove to forever. Whatever units you choose to measure, night after night, day after day. You bet we get you lifted in the Gangstagrass way. Aloha, ashe, namaste, peace. We giving y'all that whatever way that we greet, and we stay on our feet in the face of defeat. No surrender. The only thing that breaks is the beat, cuz
We all do better when we all do better. I can't get better than that.
come on.
We all do better when we all do better. I can't get better than that.
That's right, y'all.
We all do better when we all do better. I can't get better than that.
Yeah. The elders used to say that if you knew better, you do better. That's why we do it together. The powers that be wish that me and you sever all the ties that bind us up to help us make it through. Whether or not you got a paper stack of really huge cheddar or a bunch of certified alphabet soup letters, we can't cooperate, collaborate on getting by. Feels so substantial enough to lift us up high as one. The value of a nation is increased by the virtue of the treatment it extends to the least of us. Is the value of a life governed by the greedy, all determined to heal the sick and feed the needy? If we reach to our neighbors when the storm is wreaking havoc, then we each have a better chance of staving off the damage. That's a demonstrated fact. Come together as a pack, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. And that's that. Come
We all
on.
do better when we all do better. You can't get better than that.
Come on, y'all.
Oh, we all do better when we all do better. I can't get better than that. Yeah, we all do better when we all do better. Can't get better than that. Yeah, we all do better when we all do better. Can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. Can't get better than that. But we all do better when we all do better. Can't get better than that. But we all do better when we all do better. Can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. Can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. I can't get better than that. We all do better when we all do better. I can't get better than that.
It's really just that simple.
Guys, I love the message.
And that was the one that came out of us live streaming
Yeah, just kicking it
parts
back and forth.
one at a time during lockdown.
Yeah, so y'all had started making the album No Time for Enemies, and then that's when the lockdown happened. Y'all got like 3 or something tracks
we had
down.
just recorded Freedom and What I Am. I
Nickel and
think. Nickel and Dime.
Yeah.
Ain't no crime.
Yeah. Ain't no crime. Yeah,
So
did
we got
like
a few songs in the studio, and then everybody had to go into lockdown and do the rest separately.
And they sent the pieces to you, Wrench.
Yeah.
That's me.
And then you put it all together and did a good job. Yeah, on the Freedom video, I was noticing it was like the home videos.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Like
Freedom
clipped
video,
together. Yeah.
that was we, everything
it.
was going on and was getting kind of wild out in the streets, and we were like, you know what, we should probably put something out for all of this, and so I reached out to a buddy of mine. Shout out to my man, the one Shanti, a very dear friend of mine. and friend of the band now that's been doing a lot of video stuff for us and all. And he's been doing video for years. And so I reached out to him, was like, yo, we're trying to put this video together. I reached out to a bunch of my people in Philly and around Philly. Heads were like, yeah, I'll throw something in there. So our good buddy Lawrence Arnell is in there. My man Jason Richardson is in there. Alexa Gold's in there, like bunches of Philly folks that, cast that we rolled out with. And we just sent the information. And I was like, yo, can you guys just do this for us? And, he did the whole thing. It was fantastic.
The song
good job.
was around before that.
Yeah.
Because we that was one of the ones that we recorded originally right at the beginning of 2020, thinking, this is going to be out there for folks. But then the George Floyd protests were popping off, and we're like, yeah, they're ready for this right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually had a release scheduled for the Friday, because we were releasing them on Fridays. Happened to be Juneteenth, and we were going to release something else that was ready to go at that time, and then we just sort of took a look around and thought, but what if, this is also ready to go? Yeah. What if we does it seem like this is the right time to put this out right now? And so we were ready to do that because it was all recorded and set to go, and that was it's a really, I think, a powerful experience for us.
Fearlessness.
Yeah.
Again, y'all are watching the synchronicity kind of happen. I see what you're saying. Like y'all took the moment and went with it. And that's a beautiful thing. And the video's clipped together really, really well.
Yeah, man.
It's memorable.
Yeah, that's my man, dude. Quite honestly, I wouldn't be standing right here rhyming if it wasn't for that kid. And
Shanti, we hope they find your luggage.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah.
He lost his luggage today.
Yeah. I want to say, too, something that maybe you guys didn't mention, but, a lot of that positivity in hip-hop that you mentioned, a lot of those artists, that comes from a special place. And that place, I'm learning more and more, is Philadelphia. Right?
City of brotherly love,
That's actually...
Listen,
I mean, for him.
For me, my whole... Philly is my whole existence.
Philly's
right
having
now,
a moment, too, right now.
I mean, we doing all right. We doing all right.
It's a city that adopted me, so...
Yeah, and, being born and raised there, and, raising my kids there and all, it's just very much in my whole soul, and I try and get it as much of the good that exists in Philly out to the world, because everybody knows about all the bad stuff in Philly. Because, bad things happen in Philadelphia.
That's what they say.
I thought it was
So
always
People love to hate
That's what
on
they
Philly.
say.
I thought it was
think.
always sunny in Philadelphia.
If the Eagles are winning, too, especially.
Go Birds!
Spencer was very generous. Bad things? No.
Plus, a lot of that comes out of
No, I've
all
never
of
heard
us
any
do.
bad things about
Sometimes wonderful things happen in Philadelphia,
Yes.
like people throwing batteries at Santa Claus.
Yeah, or climbing greased up poles or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, that Santa Claus was drunk,
That's what I'm saying. It was great.
and it was just snowballs
Philly did
they
the
were
right
throwing at
thing.
Santa.
And
I'm
he was
gonna
being a word we can't say on the radio.
Batteries they were throwing at somebody else. Two
Yeah.
different stories.
Two different stories.
And in other times, Philadelphia saves democracy.
Yes, we'll
Word.
keep it
Say
positive with
Word to
Philadelphia.
that.
I
No,
like that.
It's really true. And
The first capital of the country.
So to kind of tie together all the all of our influences, specifically our hip hop influences, and the sort of the hometown pride and being where you're from, we have this other project that we've been working on that's just kind of a labor of love for us, which is this mixtape project, and we've got 2 albums out already, 2 volumes, working on a third. I shouldn't call them albums because we actually make a physical cassette tape of this, and it's basically just a series of tributes and covers to some of the classic hip hop tracks that we know and love that we came up on, and some of them we do straight ahead, and then some of them we kind of rework a little bit.
Yeah, I was actually proud of this second edition, even more so because we were able to incorporate some more renditions of classic Southern hip hop artists.
Yeah, which made the whole thing a lot better.
That's pretty.
We stretched it out a bit, and that made it very, very dope.
Well, I'm excited to listen. You have this stuff up on Gangstagrass.com, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
and I think
But we'll also we'll play a track for you now.
gonna do
too.
one?
What?
we
Well-
could do one for you now.
Yeah,
if
we
you-
could do
Well, I
if you
wanted
really
to set
want.
up. I would love that, but I wanted to set up your show for tonight.
Yes.
Because y'all are talking about hometown heroes and stuff like that. Y'all are going to the Don Gibson Theater in
Yes.
Shelby, North Carolina. That's where Don Gibson is from.
Nice.
And a banjo player that some people might have heard of also from Shelby, North Carolina, Earl something.
We just had the first Earl Scruggs Festival
Yeah.
back in August. That
man.
was a really good time.
Yeah,
Left
no.
over and a bunch of great bands there. Oh, you got the hat on?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, I can't.
I'm super, as the banjo player of the band, I'm super excited to finally get to
be in
Shelby.
this
It's a
area.
Well, this whole area,
origin place.
honestly, and more broadly.
So you're going to tease Sea of Heartbreak while y'all are out there? The Sea of Heartbreak. No.
That's,
Anyway.
that's on you. That's on you, Wrench. But yeah, I mean, we just feel it. We feel the love in the greater Appalachian region anytime we're coming through here.